We are discussing T.S. Eliot's classic poem, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. And after this much of the poem, we're asking the question, okay, where's the love song? Well, we're not going to hear one. We haven't heard one yet, and there really isn't one. This is more a song of frustration, sadness, loneliness. It's not a love song. And our speaker is worried that if he were to ask the question, would you like to dance? Would you like to go out to dinner? Would you like to get to know me? She might reject him totally and say, well, that's not what I meant at all. So he's worried, he's so fearful of that rejection, he's not going to ask anything. And he's reached more or less the climax of the poem, so this is the aftermath. No, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. I am an attendant lord, one that will do to swell a progress, start a scene or two, advise the prince, no doubt an easy tool, deferential, glad to be of use, politic, cautious and meticulous, full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse, at times indeed almost ridiculous, and almost at times the fool. Maybe part of the problem is J. Alfred Prufrock has very lousy self-esteem. He's not the hero of the play. Of course, when you read Hamlet, Hamlet hesitates a lot. It takes him 5 acts to get revenge for his father's death. And he's not the most decisive of people. So maybe he and Prufrock have more in common, but Prufrock envisions him as a man of action and a hero, so I'm not the hero. And I'm not meant to be. I'm a small character in a play, an attendant lord. I can advise the prince. I can be manipulated as an easy tool. I can be very polite, and I can be used. I can be cautious. I can be careful and meticulous. But at times I'm ridiculous, and at times I'm a fool. Maybe he's a fool because he feels he doesn't have the courage to ask what he wants to ask. And that's probably it. He's a fool to fear. He's a fool to rejection. And so he's not going to ask. He's not even going to try. And that's the sad part. I grow old. I grow old. I shall wear the bottoms of my trousers rolled. Shall I part my hair behind? Do I dare to eat a peach? I shall wear white flannel trousers and walk up on the beach. I have heard the mermaids singing each to each. I do not think that they will sing to me. I have seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves, blown back when the wind blows the water white and black. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by seagulls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us and we drown. He thinks he's old, or he's growing old. It's possible he's not as old as he thinks he is, or doesn't look as old as he thinks he is, but his self-esteem is lousy. I grow old. So maybe I'll try some things to look young. I'll wear my trousers a certain way. I shall part my hair a certain way, or eat a peach. And I'll walk on the beach with my white flannel trousers. But he's heard the young mermaids, the young girls singing to each other, and he doesn't think they're going to sing to him. And maybe they won't. He's probably out of their age bracket. Maybe he's not being realistic about who he should court. But these must be the girls with the light brown hair on their arms that he's thinking about. These must be the girls who have the perfume in their dress. But they're not for him, and he should know that. So we end with a lingering. And he's lingering. He's hanging out. He's holding back. He's lingering in indecision. He can't make up his mind. And the sea girls are wreathed with seaweed red and brown. And we're drowning in the sea. And when you drown, you're unconscious and you don't have to think about all this anxiety you have about trying to do what you want to do. And that's how the poem ends. Again, the boys are on one side, the girls are on the other. It's going to take something to get the boys to go that long walk across the floor to find that someone. Prufrock is not going to take that walk. He's got a lot of excuses. Maybe there'll be time to do it later. Would it have been worth it? And yet he's frustrated. And he can't do anything about his frustration. So he'd rather be anesthetized or asleep or drowned in the seaweed in the bottom of the sea, where he'll be a scuttling pair of claws and it's very quiet. And there are no emotions down there. And the poem ends. Thank you.